So it is midnight and I absolutely do not want to go to bed. So I thought, why not just you and I have a therapy session? But, quick disclaimer, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a girl. So, oh, my phone almost fell. Oh my God, I'm recording the audio on here. No. Oh my God, no. No, my phone almost fell. Okay. No, are you fucking kidding me? This isn't even funny at this point. Oh my God. So we are going to be answering and discussing questions about childhood PTSD. So naturally, we're going to get into some heavy topics. So if you suspect that, any of these topics might be potentially triggering to you, please, please, please click off this video like right now. Your mental health is more important. Please prioritize your well-being and your inner peace. So please click off this video. I'm going to miss you, but your health is more important to me, okay? So you're strong, but you also need to take care of yourself. And I care about you. So click off this video. I'll see you next time. It's okay. But if you think you're going to be all right and you want to stay, the link to the questionnaire is going to be in just the description. So make sure to go down there, click that, download it, print it out, grab a pen, grab a drink, grab a 3-course meal, grab a stuffed animal, whatever you need to do to just get comfortable. Get comfortable. We're doing this together. Come on. Let's do this. And I really do want this to be an interactive session between you and me. So after I read each question, I'm going to stare at the camera for 10 seconds, which is basically me acting like I'm listening to what you're actually saying. So if you need more than 10 seconds, feel free to pause the video. But if you think that's weird, like I'm boring my eyes into your soul or something, feel free to skip ahead to, my answer. But, I don't want this to be all about me. I want us to do this together. We're in this together. Come on, I love you. And I just know that sometimes people feel like nobody's listening to them and they feel alone. I just want to make you feel a little bit less alone by, at least acting like I'm listening to you. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what the awkward staring is going to be. So yeah. So before we do go any further, obviously I was not the person who made up this questionnaire with all these questions. I'm not educated in this field. But I actually got this questionnaire from this man called Patrick Patrick Tehan, LICSW. I'll have the link to his channel and his website where I got the questionnaire from in the description below. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to check him out. Thank you so much, Patrick, for making this questionnaire. So yeah, let's continue. First question. I've always felt that there's something wrong with me. Yes, no, maybe. I'm so sorry. This is weird. I hope it's not weird for you. I'm getting used to it, so. So I said maybe, and I'm sure most people can relate to this at, some point in their lives. But, for me specifically, just being Indian, there's family and just Indian society in general that is constantly telling you what it means to be, a proper Indian girl or something. And when you're how do you say that fucking word? Incessantly being reminded of what it means to be a proper Indian girl, how you're supposed to act and how you're supposed to be, but you don't want to act or be that way. It makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. And it took me a long time to realize that, maybe there's nothing wrong with me or nothing wrong with any of my friends that don't follow, these archaic rules. There's nothing wrong with us. We're just being true to ourselves. We're just different. We're just living our life how, it's just we're just, it's not wrong. It's different. And that's it. We're not saying how we're living is right, we're just, Yeah, but yeah, ever since I've kind of sort of, realized that there's nothing wrong with me or nothing wrong with any of my friends, we've just kind of been living our lives, I guess. So yeah, that's why I said maybe, because it's something that I used to feel, but not that much anymore. Number 2, I have relationship and intimacy problems. Yes, no, or maybe. Well, I have never been in a relationship, so, but also, maybe, I don't know, I think I might have problems expressing certain feelings, but I have more problems expressing, my feelings. It's hard to explain this. It's I'll be fine with the person that I'm with, but it's hard for me to express my feelings, talking about my relationship, the person that I'm with someone else that I'm close to, my friends or my sister or something. And because once you tell them you're not single anymore, they ain't gonna stop. The conversation doesn't stop there. They'll be like, oh my God, did you kiss? Did you do it? Did you guys say I love you? Did you tell them that, you wouldn't think twice to leave them for Taylor Swift. That's just like, it's like really hard for me to be like like vulnerable to my friends about having romantic feelings for someone, anyone. You know what I mean. Number 3, I can isolate. Yes, no, or maybe. I mean, I feel like this is kind of, ironic because like this is literally what we're supposed to be doing right now, or at least in the past year. But I don't even have anywhere to go. Where do you want me to go to isolate? I live in my parents' house. Like the bathroom, my bathroom is the most I get. Girl, I'm a whole ass 19-year-old about to turn 20. Can't even isolate myself. Number 4, I tend to get through things rather than experience them and or enjoy them. Like vacations, holidays, projects, shoppings, gatherings. Yes, no, maybe. How do you feel? Nah, like if anything, I feel like I like experience or enjoy things a little too much. Like I feel like I should not be experiencing things on that level of excitement. I'm just weird. Number 5, I struggle with depression or anxiety. I do not, and I feel very lucky to be able to say that. But I am always sending, love, peace, and light to whoever is out there that is struggling. I love you. I love you so much. Number 6, I can have trouble feeling joy or spontaneity. Yes, no, maybe. Not at all. Like I literally get hyped over the tiniest shit. Like I could be like, crying on the like the bathroom floor about my future or something. But if you walk into my room with a 20-piece, I don't know, chicken nugget, what is that? Like the box at McDonald's or something, I'm good to go. Like I'm gonna get up, wipe my tears off, and finesse that box of. It really does not take a lot for me to like just like switch up and be happy again, which I feel very lucky and privileged to say. I know that it's not always easy for everybody to feel joy and be spontaneous, and I understand. I totally understand. But yeah. Number 7, I can space out, dissociate, numb out, or feel empty. Yeah? No? Maybe? How are you feeling? I mean, I definitely do, daydream and like, I imagine things in my head, but I don't think it's to an extent where it's like concerning, or at least I don't think it is. I mean, it could be, but I'm not going to get into it any deeper because I have enough problems. I do not want to find out more shit about myself. Number 8, dysfunctional people seek me out. Yes, no, maybe, possibly. No, they do not. And for some reason, I feel like that is a really weird word to use to like describe someone, I don't know. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of rude to call someone dysfunctional. Like, I don't know, like, how someone functions is how someone functions. Like, there's no right or wrong way to function. I mean, unless you're murdering people, that's not a good function to do. But like, dysfunctional, it's just kind of an iffy word. Number 9, being wrong or right means too much to me. Yes? No? Do you agree? Maybe sometimes? No? I feel like I have about enough energy as, a middle-aged suburban mom with like 3 kids, 2 different jobs, and a husband that like can't say I love you or something. Like, I do not have that patience or energy to care. Number 10. I struggle with ambiguity, loose ends, things up in the air, and people not getting back to me. Is that something you struggle with? Do you? Or are you cool with that? Or is it something you struggle with occasionally? Okay, so I said maybe because like before the pandemic, I used to always be this person that craved structure. Like I hated when people like left me hanging or if like plans were tentative. Like I literally could not deal with it. Like I would go crazy. But like after the pandemic, that shit threw everybody for a loop and just like fucked shit up. So I think I've started to embrace uncertainty and not knowing what's gonna happen. I think it makes life more interesting, more fun. I love it. Number 11. I can get into certain modes, survival mode, work mode, rescue mode, emergency mode. Do you think you do that? Sometimes, maybe, no, not at all. Or... Definitely not like any of those, but like if there's any like, overly hyping mode, like where I'm like super excited for something, then probably that type of, mode. Number 12. When things are going well, I don't trust it. Do you think that sounds like you or not like you? Or maybe sometimes you have trouble trusting? No, I feel like I'm like super trusting and I don't have any trust issues just because I've never had any reason to develop trust issues, which once again is a huge privilege to be able to say, I feel very lucky that I have always had, like mostly good people in my life that haven't made me question trusting people ever. Number 13, I can set myself up by being too optimistic and or can like miss red flags by doing so. Do you think you do that? Or no? Or sometimes? I mean, to be honest, the only thing that I think I've really set myself up for recently was hoping that I could, go to college on campus, which must be super unreasonable and, like, fuck COVID, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. Number 14. I have a hard time with moderation and can be addicted to things. Alcohol, food, drugs, sex, media, and caffeine. Something like that. Like, there's other things too, obviously, but do you think, any of those? Or do you think? I for sure have an obsessive personality. I mean, I don't think I tend to get obsessed with anything they gave in the parentheses, but I do have that sort of personality. I mean, maybe I get obsessed with food a little bit, and I want to say media also, but I think the media that they're referring to is the type of media that, that starts with P, ends with orn, And I'm definitely not addicted to that, but I was referring more so to like TV shows and music and, like when I find a new TV show or a new artist, their personality becomes my personality and it's just I get obsessed and it's like it goes on for months, sometimes years. But I feel like everyone can relate to that, so I'm not alone, right? Right. Number 15. I've had or have had food, sleep, or energy issues. Exhaustion or like busy energy, anything like that. Yes? No? Maybe? Sometimes? So I don't have sleep or energy issues. I always feel like I have enough sleep and I have enough energy to function like how I function. But I think I definitely do have food issues. I just eat food even when I'm not hungry, which is probably a serious issue, but I don't know, it's like not that serious at the same time. I don't know, it's like weird because like it's not just like me eating like snacks or something when I'm not hungry. Like I eat straight up meals even when I'm not hungry just because that's the time that you're supposed to be eating meals. Like I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it. I don't really want to get into it. It's just like, I'm almost like never hungry in the morning, but like I eat breakfast anyway just because you're supposed to. It's like the designated meal time and it's just something you're supposed to do. But like I don't feel hungry, so I feel like maybe I shouldn't be eating, but also like I should be eating. I don't know. It's complicated. It's complicated, really. And the whole factor of like cooking comes into it too because I don't cook for myself. My mom cooks for me, and my hunger is like really unpredictable because sometimes I'm like I'm not hungry, but then she's already made lunch, so it's like I don't want that food to go to waste. But I'm not hungry. But then sometimes I'm like I am hungry, and it's like a really weird time, and she hasn't cooked anything. There's nothing left from the previous meal, so it's just like all over the place, all over the place. But I think it's just yeah. Okay, so it is 12:40 and I'm getting a little bit tired. I know this fucking sucks. Imagine having a sleep schedule that's like makes you tired at 12:40. I'm such a lightweight now. But also my camera is about to die. So let's answer the rest of the questions tomorrow. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. I love you. 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 I'm glad you exist. I love you. Hi, welcome back. So it is the next day. Actually, that's a lie. Okay, it's like 2 weeks later. Okay, I just did not feel like filming, so I didn't, and that is okay. It's okay. Sometimes we just don't feel like doing things, so we don't do them. That's it. I also did not want to do my hair, so that should explain whatever this is. And I'm also dressed like I just escaped Santa's workshop from the North Pole. So that's where we're at. Let's just get into it. But before we do, I totally forgot to ask about you. I am so sorry. How are you today? Did you take a break like me, or did you just decide to keep watching the video? Either way, I'm so glad you're still here. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Let's just do it. Oh my God, I just scratched my face. That hurt. Also, I like drew this, and like when I'm facing the camera, it was like reversed. So like I wrote reverse, and I thought I was super smart. And now like when I'm watching the footage back, I realized that my camera actually flipped it again to make it seem normal. So basically, I look like an idiot because I wrote it backwards, and the camera is modern enough to flip it. So oh well, life goes on. Number 16. I am out of touch with my needs/wants. Yes, no, or maybe. Okay, so I spend most of my time thinking about my wants because like I be wanting so much shit. Like I'm materialistic as hell, but like I feel like I'm privileged in a sense where I don't have to think about my basic needs because I feel like they're already met by like my parents. So I don't know, we'll see like when I go off to college and live by myself if I actually know what my basic needs are because I'll have to take care of myself. So we'll see. But as of now, no. Number 17. My libido is underactive or overactive? Yes, no, or maybe. What do you think? You know, do you think you're overactive or do you think you're underactive? You know, anything going on? Let me know. So one of my friends definitely thinks it's like super underactive because like I don't really, you know, I don't want to get into it, but like I think I'm like okay for my age, but we'll see how it is when I'm actually like in a relationship or something because I feel like I could be both, you know. At the beginning, you know how it is in new relationship. It's fun, it's fresh, it's new, it's honeymoon avenue. So I'll be super active in the beginning, and then later, like, you know, a couple months into the relationship when I'm getting comfortable with the person, I'll get like mad lazy. Like they'll throw a pillow at me and I'll just be like, dude, no, like I'm tired. Like I need my 8 hours of beauty sleep. Okay, like can we not do this right now, please? Can we not do this right now or like ever? Number 18. Growing up, I could be embarrassed or humiliated by my parents. Yes, no, or maybe. Totally fine. Just be honest. Answer however you want. It's fine. Honestly, yeah, and this is super embarrassing to have to admit, you know, that I couldn't stand up for my own culture in front of other kids at school. You know, my mom is educated. She grew up in India, but she's educated, you know, she knows how to speak English, she knows everything, but like sometimes she messes up, you know, she's an immigrant. Sometimes I mean, not saying that all immigrants mess up, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not her first language and she'd mess up sometimes and she'd dress in like traditional clothes when we were out and about in public. And it would just embarrass me. And looking back on it, like I'm embarrassed of my behavior, of my mentality, of how close-minded I could be. Like I would be embarrassed of my mom wearing traditional clothes outside. But like, you know, I'm really sorry. Like I acknowledge my mistake, okay? But like, I don't know, I just feel so guilty sometimes when I think about how like she used to wake up early in the morning and make me a home cooked lunch when I'm pretty sure a lot of kids would have killed for that, but I used to be so embarrassed of my home cooked lunch. And I would literally be in school, right? Like on the desk at lunch. Like I'd have like a lunchbox, right? So I'd open the like flap halfway and I'd open it and then like duck down and take the spoon and like shovel like 5 spoons of rice and then close it because you know how Indian food has like a ton of spices and like the smell really, you know, goes through the room and people would just be like, what's that? And I'd just be like, it's like I literally could not stand up for myself or my culture. And it is so embarrassing and it is literally one of my biggest regrets. So like, so embarrassing. Number 19, small talk can make me disinterested, irritated, or uncomfortable. Yes, no, or maybe. Can this fucking curtain leave me the fuck alone? Like, okay, I want to listen to your answer, but like this fucking curtain has been pissing me the fuck off. Just, oh God. But no, go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear your answer. Go. Yes, let me know. Your thoughts on small talk. Yes. Honestly, not at all. Like, I enjoy small talk so much. Like, I don't know why everybody hates it. And because it's like, even though it might be like the same thing, like you have like, because you're always doing like this, like the same small talk with like a million different people. It's like, you have a million different chances to steer the conversation in the way that you like. But also, I get how sometimes you just don't have the energy to like introduce yourself and reintroduce yourself and talk about the weather and talk about basic shit to like 10 people in a row. So like, I get that. But also at the same time, I really like meeting people. I really like making small talk at the beginning, trying to get to know people. You know, I like it. Number 20. I have difficulty tapping into anger or possibly having too much of it. Standing up for myself or others. So do you think you have a lot of anger or a little bit of anger? Just you never get angry? You know, what do you think? How do you think you are? Yes, no, maybe? No, I think like I have an acceptable amount of anger, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I don't know. Number 21. I can be overly focused on fairness. Yes, no, maybe? What do you think? Is that something you are focused on, or do you not care about being fair at all? You know, what's going on? Not really, because to be honest, I think if you're a fair person, you lead more with your head and like your mind, but I'm someone who leads more with my heart and like my feelings or whatever. So like, yeah, I don't know, no. Number 22. Okay, this is kind of a dark question, so I probably shouldn't have saying that, but growing up, my parents were rageful, volatile, dominating, depressed, unavailable, or neurotic. Yes, no, or maybe. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Answer however you want. You can pause this video too. I'm gonna listen to you. Take your time. Don't worry about it. Okay? Everything's gonna be fine. No, I have not had to live in a household where my parents were extremely volatile or depressed. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to try to bring anybody's parents down because depression is something that is out of your control, you know? It just happens for no reason sometimes, and I'm not going to try to tell someone that, parents are human beings too, but if it's any of those other character traits where it's like someone is extremely violent or volatile, I know that can be really traumatizing to live through. So if any of you have been through something like that, my heart goes out to you, and I just want to let you know that you are extremely strong, and I don't want to interfere in anybody's family situations, but I would suggest trying to seek external help if it is getting really bad. Yeah, but I don't want to interfere. But like I would say, you deserve to not be in a toxic situation like that. So please seek help safely. Yeah. Number 23. Growing up, there was manipulation and or injustice. Yes, no, maybe? What do you think? It's okay. Let all your feelings out. It's okay. Be free. Just empty your thoughts out. Let me know. You're safe. Just kidding. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Keep going. No. 24. Growing up, I experienced corporal punishment. Yes, no, or maybe? I mean, I am Indian, so what do you think? It's a little bit of a weird topic. I don't really know if I want to discuss it. Yeah, I guess it's just a culture. I don't know how hitting someone can be culture, but I don't want to get into it, Yes. Number 25. Growing up, the adult's needs and feelings came first. Yes, no, maybe? Does that sound familiar, or was that not true at all? Nah, like to be honest, I was pretty demanding of what I needed. Number 26, I get upset when others don't read what is going on with me. Yes, no, maybe. Is that something you feel like you do? Do you get upset? Or no? You think you're fine? Let me know. Okay, so this is gonna sound pretty problematic, but I need you to hear me out, okay? I want you to want to know what's going on with me. So unless you ask me, I won't tell you. But actually, you know what? No, because like when I notice how I'm texting people, I always feel like I'm the one who's texting more. So like naturally I give more information. So I don't know. Like I'm always just talking about myself. I just be oversharing with people. So like there's definitely phases. But okay, look, this is gonna be problematic. Just like 1 second, give me a second. I know that you have to be clear with people. You can't just expect people to know what you mean, okay? And so let's just take that argument, that sensible, very, very, very healthy argument, and put that to the side for 1 second, okay? I absolutely hate when you're clearly insinuating that you want to talk about something to someone, but they just ignore all your signs. It's just like, what? Like, for example, I'll just casually be like, hey, I just passed out and cried under my desk for 3 hours and then I got some Taco Bell. And then they'll just be like, oh my God, what did you get at Taco Bell? And it's just like, does the first part mean nothing to you? Like, you don't want to know why I was literally sobbing underneath my desk? Okay, thank you. I clearly mean nothing to you. Let me just go cry under my desk again for another 3 hours, this time because you didn't care. Number 27, I can overpower or shut down during conflict. Yes, no, maybe. Do you think that's something you do? You know, do you overpower or do you completely shut down? Do you think you just turn off, you can't process your emotions? Or, you know, do you just lash out? Maybe like overpowering in the sense that in arguments I get like really loud and like aggressive and like very in your face, like pointing your fingers and type of stuff. But like I always think about it after the fight and I get like so embarrassed about it and I always tell myself, never again, you're never gonna do it again. But then the fight happens and I do it all over again. And it's just like, I'm trying, but like I always get so aggressive and it's just like I can't control my emotions. Like I'm trying to stay calm, but like I can't stay calm. Question 28. I can have fights/arguments with people in my head. Yes, no, maybe. Is that something you do? You know, do you think you have random arguments in your head or do you not care? No answer's right. Let it all out. Just be honest. Come on, you can do this. It's okay. I mean, yeah, but like I feel like everybody does that. But like I feel like I don't do it to a level where it's like toxic, or at least not anymore. Not that I ever used to, but like I definitely used to do it before more than now. Like right now, I don't care. Okay, I just don't care. Number 29. I've been told I'm intense, too serious, or disengaged, aloof. Yes, no, maybe. Has someone said that to you? You know, anywhere, school, at home, somewhere else? Friends, family? Yeah, going back to that whole like conflict thing from like a minute ago, like when I get mad about something, I will like aggressively get in my friend's DMs and like rant to her like so quick. Like I type so fast and she'll be like, whoa, you're mad. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm mad. But also it's just like, sometimes I just don't care. Like sometimes I'm just so indifferent. I literally can't be bothered. It's not even like I don't care. Like, I mean, okay, I guess being indifferent is like you don't care, but I feel like, I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. It's just like, I also go through phases where I literally don't even like take part in conversations that my friends are having. Like I'll just be sitting with them daydreaming about something else and they'll just be having their own conversation. It's just like, I'm so passive sometimes, but most of the time I'm like active, but like not always active. I don't know. Number 30. I anticipate that other people will be upset with me and or that they will let me down. Yes, no, maybe. Do you feel, a little bit insecure like that? Do you feel like other people won't stick up for you, won't be there for you? Well, how do you feel? Not really. I mean, like sometimes I definitely do think about how when I'm doing things I could disappoint people, but I feel like if you're not doing anything that's morally wrong, like okay, it's not like illegal. It's just like something that's like wrong to someone else based on their morals, and your morals aren't the same. It's like not really wrong, but it's just like, I don't know. It's not that serious. It's like, you have to tell yourself it's not that serious. If you're fine with it, just do it. Like, it's just like, other people have to do with it. Like, you can't control other people's emotions. Okay, just do whatever you need to do, and just like, it's fine. The outcome is whatever it'll be. I've been wearing this hat for so long. Look what it did to my hair. Like, it literally split. Like, what is this? Like my baby hairs? I don't know. I have been filming this video for over 2 months. Like, this is the last segment. Like, I just filmed all over the place. Yeah, it is what it is. Hello, welcome back. Dimmer lighting today to keep things a little bit more #zen. But also, I'm like low-key so tired. Today was like my sister's birthday, and I woke up at 3:30 for like a lecture, and it's been a long day. So here's a kiss. Hopefully you needed that if you had a long day, or maybe you just needed that for fun. Even if you had just a short fun day. Well, anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. It's like almost midnight. I'm rambling. Let's just get into it. All right, let's do this, honey. You got this. You got this. Be gentle with yourself. Answer however you want. Let's do this. Okay, I think this whole like viewfinder thing keeps reflecting in my glasses, and that's just unattractive. And you know I'm a professional girl. I'll do anything for you. So let me just flip that. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Number 31. After an intense conversation or situation, my feelings and or thoughts catch up with me hours after a delay. Example, I should have said that. Yes, no, or maybe. I mean, yeah, I feel like everybody does that. 5 hours later, you'll be in the shower just thinking, and then you'll be like, oh my God, that would have been the perfect comeback. That would have won me the argument. But it's too late now. And it's just like, that's okay. It is what it is. It's not that serious. Like I just said, it's life. That's life. That's life. Number 32. I can be greatly affected by other people's moods. Yes, no, or maybe. Do you think you can? Or, do you not care about everybody else as you should? Not as you should. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this staring into the void, but hopefully it looks like I'm listening to you, because I swear I would. If I could see you in real life, I would. Nope, not at all. In fact, I think it is almost terrifying how much I am unaffected by other people's moods. Like, there will literally be people like crying in front of me, and I'll just be like, I mean, okay, I won't laugh or anything, but like, I feel like there's supposed to be some sort of like emotional telepathy, okay? Like, I'm supposed to feel how you feel by looking at you, but I don't feel that way, and you being sad doesn't affect me, and it's just like, I mean, sometimes it does, but like, sometimes it doesn't, but like, mostly it doesn't, and it's just like, oh, is something wrong with me, or am I just like superhuman, or like, what's going on? Number 33. Compliments make me uncomfortable, and I minimize them. Yes, no, or maybe. Is that something you do? Can you not accept a compliment? Or can you? Or like, do you always feel the need to return one back? You always got to be like, nah, that's not me. Shut up. No. Is that something you do? Let me know. Oh, pish posh. I could listen to you go all day about me. Come on now. But at the same time, sometimes people will like give me compliments about me, and I know myself. So I'll be like, no, that's not true. Like, when they're giving me a compliment that I know not to be true about myself, I like shut them down. Like, not minimize them, but like shut them down, because they're simply not true. Gently, of course, I'll shut them down gently, but it's like, I'm not like minimizing them. I'm just like not letting myself take a compliment that's not true about myself. Like, I'm just telling them like that's not true. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Number 34. Rejection puts me in a very bad place. Yes, no, or maybe. Can't get rejected if you never even tried. I'm just kidding, but like, when you try to look at it from a perspective of where it's like, rejection is like out of your control. All you can control is putting the best version of yourself out there, putting your best foot forward, and trying your hardest to get what you want, like whatever you're trying to propose, whatever, like whether you're asking someone out or like at a job interview or like whatever, all you can do is just do your best. Okay, rejection is out of your control. So if someone else rejects you, that's not your fault. Like, maybe it wasn't meant to be, It just wasn't. I mean, obviously it sucks, it hurts. I cry like a bitch. And obviously you should let yourself hurt. Okay, let yourself feel those emotions. Don't like bottle it up or act like you don't care, because you clearly do care. But like, don't dwell on it too long, and don't think of it as the end of the road, Just keep going, okay? Number 35, I often hide my real feelings slash emotions. Yes, no, or maybe. Is that something you do? Do you feel like you can't really open up? You can't really, show how you're really feeling to someone out of fear of how they might react or how they might, maybe invalidate or gaslight you? Is there something like that going on? Just really let it all out. Let me know. Yeah, fuck feelings. I'm too cold for them. No, I'm not. Number 36. I can often view myself based on the way other people react or respond to me. Yes, no, or maybe. Do you base, opinions of yourself and how you think about yourself based on what other people tell you, or based on what other people, you know, act like they know about you, something like that. Really think about the question, like how much of your self-image are, unbiased thoughts that you have of yourself, like opinions of you have of yourself, which you have come to by yourself, not because someone else said something that they assumed about you and you're like, oh, I guess if they think I'm like that, then maybe I'm like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll stop talking. Go ahead. Nope. Number 37. When someone is caring or nurturing, I question it and feel uncomfortable. Yes, no, or maybe. Do you think, you can't, really accept affection just because it feels, suspicious? Like, why would anyone want to, be affectionate with you, be close with you, do you think there's anything that's happened in your life that might make you, like anything that's happened in your childhood, because we're talking about childhood here, that might make you kind of hesitant and, reluctant to accept affection from someone? No, and I feel very privileged to say that because like I have not experienced any sort of trauma or like events in my life that would cause me to, consequently become suspicious suspicious of affection. But I know a lot of people have gone through things in their childhood, things when they were young that would cause them to like maybe go in their adulthood, feeling very, being very guarded and like putting their walls up to people that like they just can't open up or like accept, affection. And I just want to say my hearts are with you, and there are good people out there, and just be careful. I understand. I mean, I don't understand, but like I see you. You know what I mean? Like the perfect person will take care of you, and there will be nothing to suspect when they find you. But until then, just take care. You got this. Number 38. My emotions and or reactions can get in the way of my functioning or prevent me from who I want to be, probably. Becoming who I want to be, probably. Do you ever feel like you want to be like a more calm person, but you can't stop yourself from lashing out in anger? Do you like emotions like that? Or like maybe you want to be a happier person, but you can't stop yourself from, kind of sort of getting pissed off and just being a serious person and like not really, engaging with people. Like, like do your feelings like that prevent you from becoming the person who you want to be? Or do you also have functions that you do, like, daily routines that you could probably incorporate to become the person you want to be, but you don't incorporate those and you continue in your path of, your old habits that keep you being the same person that you are, anything like that? Let me turn the viewfinder off. There we go. Oh yeah, for sure. I have been trying to be a Zen person my whole life. But like I just can't, okay? I just be getting fired up over like every tiny little thing. Number 39, I can often feel used or taken advantage of. Yes, no, or maybe. No. 40, I often do not trust my own feelings or the feelings of others. Yes, no, or maybe. No, like I trust myself and I also trust others, so. Number 41. I can be reactive and or deeply affected by criticism of any kind. Yes, no, or maybe. Not really, but I also feel like that's sort of like an observation that someone else should be making about you. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. Number 42. I tend to be attracted to unavailable people. Yes, no, or maybe. Oh my god, how did you identify my type? That is exactly my type. I am exclusively attracted to people that I can't have. 43. I can often feel superior and or inferior to others. Yes, no, or maybe. No, all Indians are my brothers and sisters, except the person that I marry, because that would just be weird. But also, I don't know if they're gonna be Indian, so that's also up in the air. But like, no, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. Number 44. Growing up, one or both of my parents were greatly dissatisfied and negative with each other or their partners if divorced. Yes, no, or maybe. Sorry if I read that in like such a bad tone. No, in fact, both of them gang up to express their dissatisfaction with me, say, Lamau. And finally, 45. I can't stop being negative even when I try not to be. Yes, no, or maybe. Nah, I feel like I can like pull myself out of shit, so like, I don't know, it's fine. Welcome back, babe. How are you doing today? Oh, that's great to hear. I hope you didn't say bad. That would be awkward. But today we're just gonna be doing this in my bed because it is past midnight and I'm tired. And also, this is therapy. It's meant to be. I mean, it's not therapy, but you know, whatever this is that we've been doing, it's meant to be relaxing. And what is more relaxing than sitting in your good old bed? Let's do it. Let's do it. Question 46. I feel that I am not worthwhile unless I'm a satisfactory lover. Yes, no, maybe. It's okay. Take your time. Answer. If I haven't said it enough, no one has given me the fucking chance to be their lover, now have they? Lover. Question 47. Growing up, things were not talked about, such as emotions, situations, elephants in the room. Is that something that happened? Yes, no, maybe? Let me know. What do you think? Did that happen to you? Yeah, definitely, for sure. My parents are like super secretive about a lot of things, and it can be frustrating, especially as you're getting older and you feel like you're, mature enough to understand issues like that, but they still consider you to be, just a child, and it's annoying, but Question 48. I'm more comfortable with one of the sexes. Example, male or female. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely do feel more comfortable around, females. Um, it's not, I don't feel good about saying that, and I'm not complaining, I'm very lucky to have like, good male representation in my life. I have good people who are male in my life, but I don't know. I feel safer definitely with women and girls, which sucks. I mean, I'm not calling anybody out or anything, but you know, it's just. you know. Question 49. I have felt inadequate about my gender. Yes, no, or maybe. Let it all out. Just tell me. Okay, so I don't know if I have this right, but like any time I have, faced any gender discrimination, which was rare by the way, which, I once again feel very, 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 very privileged to be able to say, but whenever, on the few occasions that I have experienced this, it did not make me feel insecure about my own gender. In fact, it just made me angry at the other person who thought it was okay for them to be sexist. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make me feel bad about being a girl or make me feel less than for being a girl. Did that make sense? Did it? I don't know. Bro, I don't know, okay. Question 50. I don't like being touched. Yes, no, or maybe. Absolutely not. I'm a very hands-on person. But, I will admit that it wasn't always this case. I don't know, it's just something you have to grow into, I guess, to become more comfortable with people. 51. I've only ended relationships once things got very bad. Yes, no, or maybe. Why is this quiz so goddamn single phobic? I get it, I get it, I get it, okay? I have never been in a relationship. Stop making me say it all over again. 52. Because one of my parents was so bad, I consider the other one safer. Yes, no, maybe. Who's that situation? No. Question 53. I'm perpetually seeking to get my life together, not feeling good enough. Yes, no, maybe. Do you ever feel like you're not good enough? Or is that not a problem? By the way, I'm so sorry. My stomach is like growling. So, yeah, but go ahead. Tell me your answer. No, I think I'm all right. I mean, I'm not going to say I have all my shit together, but I'm not perpetually trying to get my shit together. Sometimes I just got to let shit be. You know what I mean? 54. I'm perfectionistic and or rigid. Yes, no, maybe. Do you think you're like that or not at all? I don't think I am like that any longer, but I definitely used to be, super perfectionist and super rigid and, very like hard-headed, stubborn, but and just things just had to be perfect or I would literally lose my mind. But I don't know, I slowly start to let go of the notion that everything has to be perfect all the time. And I've also tried to make changing my mind a superpower. I don't want to stay rigid in my beliefs. I want to be open-minded. I mean, to a certain limit where it's like I still know what my core values and beliefs are, so I don't completely lose myself. But, I still want to be open to, understanding things in a different way my whole life. Question 55. I struggle with procrastination and or finishing things. Yes, no, maybe. I know it's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard. So it's okay if you do. Oh my God. I mean, I guess this is a universal thing. I guess everybody procrastinates to some extent. But it wasn't something that I used to always do really, actually. It like got intense on my last year of high school, which is like really weird and such a horrible time to be procrastinating. Like your last year of high school, girl, that's important. But like, I don't know, I haven't really recovered from that. I just think I stopped caring and I cannot get myself to care. It's insane. It's insane. 56. Growing up, I had feelings about killing one or both of my parents, which caused shame. Yes, no, or maybe. I know it's a darker question. It's hard to get into things like this, but you're safe with me. Feel free to answer. No, I wasn't shameful about it. I am just kidding. I am just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 57. One or both of my parents overly confided in me growing up about their problems. Yes, no, or maybe. Nope. Like I said, they won't tell me shit. Like they literally keep everything to themselves. So, no. 58. Angry people and people in authority freak me out. Yes, no, or maybe. Do they scare you? Or do they not bother you at all? How do you feel? No, I actually think it's like literally the funniest thing ever. Like watching people in power scream and yell. It's amazing. 59. I tend to think about my feelings versus fully feeling them. Yes, no, or maybe. I mean, I do love like analyzing shit, but like I let myself feel how I feel at, in the moment that it's happening. And, maybe I'll look back on it later and that's when I'll, try to, Finally, last question, 60. Speaking up about my needs and preferences or saying no is difficult for me. Yes, no, or maybe. If it's something you struggle with or is it not, how do you feel? Just let it all out. Last question, you got this, you're almost done. Tell me. Oh my God, it is extremely difficult for me to say to no to people because of my, people pleaser tendencies as I've talked about before. Yeah. But when I need help, it is so hard for me to ask for people, not just because I feel like I'm annoying, although I do feel that too, but I think the bigger issue is my huge ass ego, okay? Because when you ask someone for help, you are at their mercy. They have power over you, okay? You are not, you are weaker in this situation. That does not sit right with me. Call me toxic all you want, but I don't want don't want someone to be more powerful than me, okay? That's weird. But actually, in all seriousness, asking for help does not make you a weak person. In fact, it takes courage to be vulnerable and put yourself out there and ask for help. And I'm trying to get better at that. And if you are someone that's trying to get better at that, then let's do this together, okay? Just sometimes you gotta just put your ego to the side, swallow some courage, and ask for help, and you will be all the more better for it. We don't live on this planet alone. We're meant to collaborate. We're meant to ask for help. We're meant to connect and just, reach out to the people in our life. So if you ever find yourself needing help, reach out to the people in your life or reach out to me if you feel like I can help. And I will try my best to help if I can, We're all just one big happy family. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. The video is over, isn't it? I love you so much. Oh my God, give me a hug. Oh yeah. That was a good hug. Yeah, it was. It was a great hug. Oh, love it. On that positive little note, that is the end of this video. Really, if you watched until here, thank you so much. Your time means so much to me because retention is so hard to get, okay? It's YouTube. But really, I hope that this video, obviously it's not therapy, but if it was therapeutic, I'll take that. Okay. Why? Living in a Desi household. I hate this. Anyway, I really hope you not had fun answering these questions because you might have had to reflect on some painful childhood experiences in order to answer these questions because it is about PTSD, of course. But I hope you got to know yourself a little bit better, and I hope you understand yourself a little bit better. And if you didn't really answer the questions, that's okay. Maybe you found some of my answers relatable. That's fine too. And you feel a little bit better. You feel a little bit more not alone. That's, oh my God, why she got to do all that drilling, mixing? Anyway, thank you so much for watching here. I know it's a really long video, but it means a lot to me that you watched. And yeah, I love you. Sending you anything you need, love, light, romance. Oh, why would I say romance? Positivity, faith, all them Christian words. I'm a Hindu, but Christian words are, oh, someone just texted my sister. Sick and tired of this TBH. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about, but this is my sister. Oh my God, this is my sister's phone. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. What's up? Okay.